Alright, y'all. It's Cliff Mega,
And Aisha.
and this video is the benefits of homeschooling.
Yeah. And after you watch this video, guys, the video that you're watching on the screen is a father's perspective on homeschool. There'll be a link to that video below.
Alright, love, you can start first.
Okay. So one of the benefits of homeschooling is the fact that you can influence your child. They won't be influenced by nobody else's opinions or religious beliefs or beliefs in any other thing. Like Tommy was showing a video of, my husband showed me that Tommy was showing a video of these black kids going around saying, what would you rather, what was it? What would you rather
Die.
What would you rather
You make your moms die or suck a dick.
Yeah, like going around doing stupidness like that because they're bored in school and stuff like that. You know, the benefit is your child won't be exposed to things like that. You know, what's the benefit to you?
Yeah, and also to my wife is saying like I said, if you are religious, like I said, there's nothing against religious people. If you are religious, this will actually work beneficial to you because then whoever is in your household, like for instance, it's just me, my wife, our two sons, and our daughter. So we're only influencing each other. Now, the only one that knows about like what goes on outside and all that other crazy stuff is, of course, us because we experienced it. We went to school. But we took our children out of school very early, and then we didn't even have our daughter go to school at all, so she doesn't know anything about school. Our two boys, they're like I said, third grade, and maybe Elijah was in second or first. So they really can't really remember too much about school, only a little bit. So, like I said, if you're a religious person, this will work perfect for you. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever influence you're trying to put on your children, it only come from home. So the thing is, you want to get into their conscious, into their mind. Like our children already know that once they see negative children, is to stay away from them. They're not even like I check on them, or you say spy on them, but I do it in a way that they don't know we spying. They really wouldn't be able to tell, to make sure I know. Look at their iPad to see what they watching and stuff, to see if they're into sex and all these things. They're not even into none of these things. Like I said, we sent this countless of times. They don't know about rap. They don't care about rap. They don't care about these fashion clothes. And this is the things that we're talking about: having control over your own children's mind, not letting somebody else. If you're sending them to school, like I said, pay that money. Send them to Catholic school or something whatsoever. Send them to a good school. If you're just sending them to school like that, remember, they could be under the influence of other people's children. And you don't know what these children's parents have, the influence over them.
Right.
And it's usually crazy, especially within public school.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's a lot of power into this homeschooling. It's a lot more to it than you think.
Another benefit is what my husband got into a little bit was the fact that they're not exposed to things like rap and fashion and stuff like that. So they don't ask for a lot of different things. The holidays are not that important to them. So a lot of media things that people push out in schools about like holidays and fashion and stuff like that, they're not into that stuff. And the only thing that they are into is video games, and that's because my husband introduced them to video games.
Yeah.
So that's a good benefit. Whatever you introduce them to, they get exposed to, and you just have to be careful of what you're exposing them to. When you put them in school, we feel like you don't have control as to what they're exposed to.
Yep.
You have more control as to what they're exposed to when they're homeschooled, and you can prepare them for what they, are gonna face outside. Sometimes we're not thinking, we just push them into school and we're not preparing them for the people that they're gonna interact with. And I'm just not gonna throw my children out in a ocean of sharks and not teach them how to swim or survive a shark attack or to learn their enemy. I'm not gonna do that. So another benefit of homeschooling is the fact that you prepare them.
Yep.
You prepare them for what's going on and what kind of people, how to read people's energies and stuff like that. Bring their self-confidence up so they can know how to say no and they can make conscious, positive decisions on their lives.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing about it. And we see it.
Yep. We're seeing it.
Exactly. Because when they was in school, we seen it where it was leading to them too.
Yep.
And now that they're homeschooling, we've been homeschooling about 5 years now. We see the benefit, so much change in them because our attention is more on them. And I know most parents will say it's hard because they have to work, but I'm telling you, if you really want to homeschool, you start thinking of creative ways to make it happen. Because it's not only a job, you know what I'm saying, that can supply you and your family financially and stuff like that. Most people do it. Most people I run into say it's because they don't have the patience.
Yeah.
And look, we all are like striving to be perfect beings, but we're imperfect right now, in this physical form. So I have the same struggles. The only thing is I chose not to give into it. That's the only difference. I chose to take control of my children's education. So I know, for those of you who's really trying to make things happen to, financially and to homeschool or whatever, if you have any questions and concerns of how to really make this happen, we could brainstorm. Just comment below. Get around other people that's doing it, that's making stuff happen. That's it.
Yeah. Other thing too, like, want to add on to this, when we didn't know that like the homeschool was this powerful until, like I said, until you experience it. Like the day, like, I told my daughter that we usually, we give her this iPad that y'all watching right now, and she watches her pony shows and the Mario shows on there. So I told her no more Mario shows or pony shows for right now, because she has to pick up on different works and stuff. So I said you only can watch stuff on, learning your 1, 2, 3s, your ABCs, anything educational. So I said no more, what's the name, no cartoons right now. So I thought that one day that she was trying to be slick and she was watching a cartoon, but she really was watching something that was teaching her 1, 2, 3s, her numbers. And that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, that she will not go and watch her cartoons unless we give her the permission. When we tell her you could play the video game at 2 o'clock, she doesn't question nothing. She just says, "Oh, is it 2 o'clock yet?" We're like, "No, it's not 2 o'clock." She will not try to go and play the game any earlier whatsoever. She waits until the time. So this is the stuff that you want your children. You don't want them to be sneaky and try to, do all this sneaky stuff. Like, our children is open-minded with us, and that's what you want. When they go to school, they learn, they get so advanced, but they get so advanced with all the tricks and trades and stuff that they can't communicate with you because they feel like they can't talk to their parents. And we set up that environment that we want our children to come and talk to us and stuff. And we're also setting that when they're partners for our sons, we're creating that perfect black man whatsoever, because we're putting in his head your woman shouldn't look like this and that. We're putting in his head that your woman should be eating just like you whatsoever. She should be concerned with her health. That's the main priority, because you might be having a baby with this person, and you don't want to have a baby just with anybody. So we don't put nothing that your woman should have this type of hair, they should be this complexion, or they should have the biggest butt, or have all the money. We're just putting that their consciousness should be kind of similar to yours, or aiming to where yours is at. And that doesn't have a picture or nothing of that whatsoever. So it's just out there. They're just going to be looking for a same person with with the same mindset as them.
That's what I love too about like homeschooling, and the fact that we see it in the results that our children are honest with us. Like, we remember one incident where our oldest son, a teenager, okay, he was learning chess, which he does know chess, but we had him doing like a game on there and stuff like that, and he was telling us his results on there, periodically and stuff. And then one time he came to us and just was saying, like, you know what, I was being dishonest, and I wasn't getting the type of scores on my app on my chess that I said I was getting, and I just want to apologize for that. Now, we would have never known that, like, that he was lying on that, because he knew how to play chess, and we didn't. It's just something that we didn't have in our mindset and stuff like that.
And plus, we don't play chess.
And
we wouldn't know.
Yeah, so we don't play chess. But the fact that we didn't punish him or anything, we were just like, it's good that he was honest, and that's what we want. So he to see that he make mistakes, and then he don't have to lie to us. He don't have to lie to us. He can just come to us and talk to us about anything, and that's what we appreciate. So. All right, guys. Anything else, babe? Because it's a whole bunch, and we don't want to make this like really long.
That's about it, y'all. Like, subscribe,
comment, and any questions, put it below.